Yo, Jackson, what are you working on?
I'm just building a PC for today's sponsor, GVG Mall.
Crazy idea, okay? What if we use Facebook Marketplace to build a PC and buy all the parts off the marketplace?
What did you just say?
I mean, I just said to use Facebook Marketplace to build a PC. We've never done it before. Where are we?
Son, let me tell you about the Wild West that is Facebook Marketplace.
Bro, it's literally just people selling stuff.
That's what you think, but you haven't seen the things I've seen, dealt with the folk of this town. You don't just buy stuff on Facebook Marketplace, you sell your soul, it consumes you.
I don't think it's that serious.
Yeah, okay, man, that sounds fun. Let's do it. All right, guys, so we are starting our Facebook Marketplace PC part pickup challenge. So how this is gonna work is I'm gonna section this out into days where we're gonna be hunting Facebook Marketplace, and I'm gonna cut out a lot of the fluff. I'm gonna do all the talking. You guys will see the screenshots of the talking, the screenshots of the post that I'm talking to, and keep in mind, I'm only gonna show the ones that I'm actually picking up, but I'm messaging a good amount of people because I am in a hurry. I'm trying to get all these parts within just a few days, and I'm trying to build the best bang for buck PC with no cheating. I'm trying to get every single part on Facebook Marketplace, even the things I normally wouldn't buy on Facebook. Everything in this PC has to be from there. So it is now day one. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, guys, so I'm actually kind of excited. I was a little scared to be doing this Facebook parts challenge because, well, the Facebook flips and just buying the whole PCs on Facebook is really difficult for whatever reason. Like, everybody just really overprices their stuff. They don't describe things accurately. The picture is usually horrible, but for whatever reason, I'm kind of noticing, just based on the pricing average on a lot of the parts I'm seeing, they're not too bad. I gotta say, GPU's a little bit high. I'm kind of scared of some of the other parts because right now, I'm only going to pick up the core two components. I'm going to pick up the CPU and GPU. So first up's the CPU. Ryzen 5 7600X, new in box, supposedly unopened. Apparently the lady ordered them from Amazon. Well, they ordered one and they ended up with two. So Amazon screwed up and sent them two. So it's kind of a win-win because I'm about to pay $110. They were asking $120 and they already said it's a good deal, which it is if it's really new in box. I'm gonna be ready to go pay $110 cash for it. And that's a great deal. I mean, that's about $60 under MSRP, sometimes more. I mean, that might even be closer to 70 at times. So that's a good deal. And then after that, I have a guy that has a RX 6650 XT, and he was asking $95 for it. I was like, I'm not even gonna talk him down. The only catch is he claims it works fine and it takes drivers, but he said when you enable secure boot, it doesn't work. I don't know what he means by it doesn't work. Typically, secure boot shouldn't have anything to do with the GPU. So I'm hoping he probably has an older PC or something like that. It's on CSM or something. He's enabling secure boot. The PC no longer boots. He's trying to play, Battlefield or something like that. Valorant. I'm hoping that he's just having booting issues and I'm about to score a 6650 XT for an amazing price, like almost half of what it should be. But I'm also taking a risk. We'll see once we get there. All right, guys, I feel like hecka lucky right now. So the same lady that's selling the CPU, which I'm still on my way to get, it's a little bit away. She was like, I also got an extra one of these sent to me, and I'm like, all right, did these fall off the back of a truck or what? NZXT Kraken 360 LCD. It's not like the newest version with like the really big LCD screen. It's like the previous gen, the 2023 or 2024 model. Still, they're like 180 before tax and shipping if you end up paying that. So, I'm paying 110 for the CPU. I was like, all right, how about we do 200 for both? So Ryzen 7600X and NZXT Kraken white 360 mil AIO. Yeah, I'm like baffled right now. So $200 is insane. I mean, I'm basically, the cooler alone's about $200. The CPU alone's about $200. So I'm about to get pretty close to $400 after tax and shipping, worth the stuff for 200. So guys, one detail that I think a lot of people forget when building their gaming PC, like I'm doing today with Facebook Marketplace, is how they're gonna actually get Windows. So all you gotta do to get Windows is download the media creation tool, which is free, which is freaking awesome. You can download it straight from Microsoft's website, Windows 10 or Windows 11. But then you gotta activate Windows because you don't want that awful watermark at the bottom of the screen, and it unlocks new features that you can only get by activating Windows, and that is where today's sponsor, GVG Mall, comes into play. So GVG Mall is an online marketplace where they have really good discounts on Windows keys, which is the most important, but also if you want to get things like Microsoft Office and even games and just other CD keys in general, they have some really steep discounts. So I do recommend checking the link down below. But hey, to tell you more about Windows, it's very simple. All you have to do is buy the Windows key. You'll use the code right here down below. And once you use that code, you're gonna get even more money off your Windows key. And then all you have to do is type in activate in your Windows search bar. It's gonna pull up the activation screen. You copy and paste that activation code, and then boom, just like that, you have yourself an activated copy of Windows 10 or Windows 11 Home Pro, it doesn't matter. And hey, they even have the LTS, the longtime support keys as well. So big thanks to GVG Mall for sponsoring today's video. Let's get back to doing some Facebook hunting. All right, we have arrived. How's it going? Good, how you doing? Good. So Amazon gave you guys the couple extras?
Yeah.
It's always a classic, happens to me all the time. There's that, if you want to count out, it should be 200.
60, 82, yep.
Cool, all right.
All right.
Yeah, nice to meet you, thank you.
All right, have a
All
good
right,
one.
you too. All right, guys, so yeah, it was legit. I mean, yeah, very, very, very nice neighborhood. So I have no doubt that they really did just get the extras from Amazon, because yeah, literally sealed. I don't know if I can grab this NZXT cooler with one hand, but yeah, still has the plastic wrap on it. So, and I even double checked, like, yeah, they just got extra sent. Amazon does it all the time, and honestly, believe it or not, before any of you guys freak out and you're like, oh, they should have sent them back. A lot of times, if you tell Amazon you got extras, they will tell you to keep them. It is extremely common. I'm not saying they did that, I don't know. But regardless, I got a good deal. I'm pretty excited. So now we're literally doing we're doing serial buying. I'm about to go pick up that 6650 XT, which that one's not as good of a story. I mean, that one, the guy literally told me he bought off Facebook Marketplace. I'm hoping he just kind of has not enough PC knowledge to understand how Secure Boot works, and the GPU's just fine, because that's gonna be a heck of a deal for 95 bucks. I'm gonna go ahead and head that way now though. I think it's probably at the other end of town if I had to guess. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull it up and GPS it. All right, looks like we're just about here to get our 6650 XT. All right, let the guy know I'm here. Got my cash ready. Oh, there he is. All right, let's turn the truck off. Good, how are you? Yeah, so you're having trouble with Secure Boot or something?
Basically, yeah. I'm able to get it to work, but with Secure Boot turned off.
Okay.
And somewhere in the process of installing this thing, I fried my audio interface. It either died or I fried it. It's running on FireWire, so it's getting power from the board. I got it to work, got it to run. Helldivers on ultra settings for about, until the CPU gave out. It's just like, I had to solve that problem in the midst of it.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's working fine.
Okay.
I've got like a video. What you got for me?
95. Is that, I mean, that's what it was on Facebook.
I've got people offer me 140 for it, so.
Oh, I did not bring any more cash.
Okay. I can do Venmo.
I can do like, just like 125.
125 sounds really good to me.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Okay.
if you
Cool.
can Venmo me 30, I appreciate you meet me where it's at. Like I said, I would love to keep this thing, but after the audio interface died, I'm like, all right, that's
Yeah, you're like it's just too much at this point.
It's a good deal to me, man. You want the box?
It's up to you. I mean, if you don't need it.
Boss.
Yeah. Nice meeting you.
Yeah, nice meeting you as
Yep.
well. Good luck with your build.
Thank you very much. All right, I gotta say that was strange, unexpected, a lot of different things. So the dude had it listed for 95. Like the listing literally said 95, which is like, by the way, an immaculate deal for a 6650 XT. I mean, realistically, on eBay, people are probably still asking close to 200 for those cards, maybe more. I don't think they're worth that, but I guarantee you they're probably asking that much. So I'm like, 95 is a steal. But he said that he's using it like an old Dell XPS, and whenever he turned on Secure Boot, it was no longer working. He's probably trying to play Valorant or one of those games that requires it. And basically he said he would no longer get display out, but I'm like, that's probably Secure Boot being Secure Boot. It's probably not the GPU causing the PC not to display out. So I'm like, cool, good deal. And he told me like in the messages that he was like, well, I've had like, a few people message me, and I'm a little worried about, he's like, I feel like I might have jumped the gun. Like, I feel like I shouldn't be selling it this cheap and this quick. I think he's basically saying, I gave up on my PC, but I feel like the GPU's fine and it's not the GPU's fault. And so he's like, I got people offering me 140 after I just drove like 30 minutes out here. I'm like, dog, you can't do that, because like he did not tell me that on Messenger. It's all good. He was nice. We worked it out. I gave him 30 extra bucks, so I think I brought him 95, so we went to, what would that be, 125 I think is what I told him. 125 still a great deal, assuming the card ends up working fine. If not, it kind of sucks, but Yeah, you know, make sure you guys are very straightforward on Facebook Marketplace. I guess I should have double checked that he was cool with the price that he wrote down, I guess. But anyways, we now have the 7600X. We got the Kraken 360, which I'm gonna have to get a larger case now. I was hoping for like a micro ATX build to keep things cheap, but this build, you know, it's a little interesting. We got a 7600X with a 360 mil cooler and a 6650 XT. So it's not like the most balanced, but it's definitely not bad by any means. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these back to the office and then keep on deal hunting. All right, so we are on day number 2 of our Facebook Marketplace journey. And I got multiple deals lined up, very far apart, sadly. I'm gonna be doing some driving, but I'm driving about 30 minutes away from work right now to go pick up a supposedly new in box NZXT H710, which I'm like, I don't even know where they got them. I mean, they had to be like some old stock, I would think, because I don't think they've made the H710 in a while, but it's the white and black one. Funny enough, a lot of people on Marketplace, I feel like, end up getting the white products, which works out for me because that's kind of the theme I'm going for at this point. I'm getting that for 85 bucks. It doesn't feel like amazing, but I do think that case was probably like 140 maybe new. Maybe I'm over exaggerating because I don't think it's like the I or the Elite, so maybe that's too much. 85 feels like a lot, but if it's new in box, I need an ATX case. So it is what it is. Now after that, I'm bouncing back another 25 minutes, kind of near where I live, and I'm picking up a Corsair RM750E power supply that supposedly has the original box and the modular cables that come with it. $40. That is a heck of a deal on that power supply, because that power supply should be close to 100, maybe more new. And then the last deal, which is a stroke away from me, probably another 30 minutes, I'm picking up a 32 gig kit of Crucial DDR5 RAM. I'm excited about that because 32 gigs, I think 6,000 megahertz, maybe 5,600 megahertz, black, just basic, no RGB, and I'm getting that for $40 as well. The power supply might actually be 45 nonetheless, so 40 or 45 for the power supply, and then that RAM, I think I'm looking at, I think I told the guy 40. So I'm picking all that up on day 2. I'll have almost the build complete. The last thing I'll need, which I'll probably work on trying to message people tomorrow about, is, I need 2 more things. I need storage, and on top of storage, I'm also going to need a motherboard. Which will say, motherboard, I've messaged a few people, and I haven't really had the greatest of luck. There's not a lot of motherboards on Facebook, which kind of makes sense. Like, people don't usually accidentally buy the wrong board, and really the only time you swap out a board is if it's bad or if you're doing a whole parts upgrade, like a swap. I think that's gonna be a little bit hard. Storage should be easy. I haven't even looked yet, but let's go ahead. Let's go get this H710. I'm excited. I think it's gonna be a good day. We're gonna get some good parts for some good deals. All right, we're picking up the case now. I mean, you said it was new, right? Yeah, it looks good. My main concern is always just the panels are there.
You wanna take it out?
No, it's good. I saw the glass. Yeah. All right, yeah, I don't think the camera angle is the best there, but H710 has been picked up. Guy was pretty nice. He really was very adamant on wanting me to like check out the case. And while he went inside and grabbed me change, because I totally forgot the cash that I counted out before I came here. I had exactly 85 bucks. I forgot it. I asked him like on the way here, I was like, hey man, I'm so stupid. I literally just left the cash at the office. And he was like, oh, I kind of needed to be cash. And I was like, well, shoot. So I had to stop by an ATM, get cash out. Wasn't a big deal, but I only had 20s. So he went and grabbed me change. The case, I think it's brand new. It sounds like, from what he was saying, he bought a PC from Best Buy recently. He was gonna kind of do like the class, like what I'm doing. He was gonna buy all the parts separately and then build it. And that's why I tell people don't do that. Like, just, if you're gonna buy a PC, either buy a pre-built or buy all the parts at once. We're not really in that COVID era anymore. It's not worth just buying individual parts really, like one at a time as you go, because honestly, new stuff's gonna come out. You're gonna regret certain buying choices. So now I have an H710, which is gonna go perfect with my build. It's the black and white one. I'm already kind of getting a black and white theme going. So it's looking pretty darn good. Now in about 30 minutes here, I got about a 30-minute drive again. I'm gonna go meet the guy that lives close to where I live, and I'm gonna be picking up the power supply from him, and that's a really good deal as well. So let's go ahead and head that way. Big bump. All right, we're heading to get the Corsair RM750E. So that's a 80 plus gold, fully modular power supply. The guy said the box is included, and he said all the cables are included too, which I feel like is a unicorn. I feel like a lot of people that get fully modular power supplies do their build and then the other cables disappear. So I'm really glad to get everything, especially for 45 bucks. Because like I said, it's a pretty pretty good power supply, pretty highly rated and everything. So this guy's pretty close, a little bit of traffic, but we should be there in just a minute. All right, we're coming up on Mr. Power Supply. Camera angle is crooked as hell, but I cannot really fix it. How's it going? Oh, you recognize me?
Yeah, of course I do, yeah. You get it a lot from Facebook?
Yeah, I'm doing a video right now, actually.
Oh, nice. Good deal, man.
Yeah.
There's that for you.
Sweet.
Have everything in there. I just kind of threw it all together.
I was just telling people as it gets a unicorn to find one of these used and actually like has the cables. Because everyone always gets rid of them, you know?
I get you.
So,
Cool, man.
yeah, sweet.
Awesome.
Well, thank you very much. Yeah, appreciate you watching everything. Yep, thank you. Well, you know, people ask all the time, do I get recognized a lot? And the answer is not really, but when you're doing stuff in the tech field, it's like, yeah, you know, pretty good amount in all honesty, especially, you know, I'm going on Marketplace buying PC parts, and it's very likely that they're watching YouTube videos on how to build PCs and stuff, so of course we get spotted a little bit. Yeah, I don't know if that guy knew who I was ahead of time, he didn't mention anything, so hopefully I didn't get any like special treatment, but honestly, usually power supplies go pretty darn cheap on Marketplace. Like, we've bought power supplies before. People know like it's a power supply, they're used, like a lot of times they're missing stuff, so they're usually never that expensive. But that was a good one. 45 bucks for the RM750E. It was in the box, it's very heavy, so unless there's a cinder block in there, I believe I got all the cables and everything that I need. So now I'm gonna go ahead and I believe I'm meeting up next, as long as that guy's ready. I gotta drive kind of a little bit far again. Luckily I'm in a pretty good gas mileage car, getting like 32 miles per gallon. Because this guy is probably about 30 minutes away again, and I'm going to get a RAM from him. My guess is that it was free RAM. That's just my guess. I'm gonna say that he got it like a Micro Center bundle, very common. I saw a few people selling on Marketplace their free RAM bundles, so we're gonna go pick that up. All right, this is the RAM. He warned me about a speed hump on the entrance. So he's before the split. Oh my God. All right, I see the guy. How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good.
There you go. Sorry it's a little dusty. It's been in my closet.
That's all good.
I bought it to build a PC and then I
Never did. Okay, cool. Yeah, that'll work. I appreciate it.
Of course.
Yeah, thank you.
Have a good night.
You too. I think I just went over more speed bumps than I ever wanted to in my life, but we got the RAM. He said it's new in the box, and like, I mean, it doesn't, I'll have to really get a closer look at it. It doesn't look like it's been used, but I will say the box is like kind of gross. So I don't know what's up with that. He said it's just been sitting in his closet, so who knows? Maybe the closet had a leak or something. But anyways, we're very close to having the build finished. I think if I'm not being crazy, I think all we need is the motherboard and the storage, which I think the storage is going to be easy. Like I said, the motherboard, I'm not having the best of luck. I've messaged a couple people, a couple of them just haven't responded. One of them said that it's sold, which I'm like, you know, you can mark stuff is sold on Facebook, you know, you don't have to leave it up. Anyways, so yeah, that'll be a tomorrow thing more than likely, but day 2, we got almost all the parts that we needed. So I think day 3 will be the last 2 parts, and then we will be ready to build this PC and see just how good we did. Weirdly enough though, this person asked me to buy an Ethernet cable, or like they asked if they could buy one off of me. So I don't know if they just knew I like owned a PC selling business or what, I don't know. You the SSD 850X?
Yep.
All right, cool.
The same. The picture.
Okay, cool, thank you very much. Oh, yeah, sorry, money, yeah.
Don't worry, man.
So that, yeah, 60 even, $5 off for the cable, is that cool? Okay, cool, man, thank you very much. I almost walked off with the money and didn't pay him. All right, well, that wasn't too bad. I did have to wait about like 10 extra minutes once I got here, maybe a little longer, but that's all right. I've been stood up before in Marketplace, so it's better than that, that's for sure. We're basically complete minus the motherboard. And like I said, the motherboard, you know, we're 3 total days of Facebook shopping. And really, I started this close to a week ago, but like then the weekend came, I got busy, I didn't really buy or look at anything else. Maybe I should have started with the motherboard or like the harder to find parts, I don't know. I kind of just, each part I just thought of in my head, I would look it up, find a couple people, message a couple people, whoever was closest / best price and most responsive, I usually just went with them. But yeah, motherboard might be the tough one, but I'm hoping if I'm just patient, I keep searching motherboard every day on Facebook to find the board I need, we'll come up with something good. So stay tuned, probably gonna be day 4 at this point to actually finish the build. 4 days into Facebook Marketplace. Guys, we have finally made it. It is day number 4. This is the last day of me picking up Facebook Marketplace parts, assuming nothing's bad, I guess. I don't know what I'm gonna do if something's bad, honestly, but right now we're going up to pick a B650. It's an Asus TUF B650E, I believe. I think it might be a gaming Wi-Fi board. It supposedly says open box. I think the guy said it's basically new. I don't know if he got a nicer board. I don't really remember the story, honestly, but he's been nice so far. This one is my furthest drive yet. I didn't think it could get any further, honestly, but I'm having to once again drive to another city, basically. I think it is literally another city. It's about 40 minutes away from here. So yeah, this is really the worst part about Marketplace. It's just the fact that if you're patient, you'll find deals that'll pop up near you. But if you're not patient and you're doing what I'm doing, which is like a YouTube video, where I'm not necessarily looking for like the absolute best bang for buck parts, I'm just looking for like good deals that are like obtainable quickly. And the motherboard, everything else is just really easy, honestly, minus the SSD. The motherboard has been the hardest part to source. And finally, I had this guy that was willing to meet me a lot further, and I was like, I can't do that, I'd rather wait. But then he was like, well, my friend actually drives to this town that's closer to me, it's still 40 minutes, every day for work. So he's like, how about I just give him the board and have him sell it to you? And I was like, that'd work great. I'm making this drive, 140 bucks, he's asking 149, I'm just gonna bring him, I said 140. He's asking 149, I'm bringing 150, I don't really care about the dollar. I wasn't even gonna try to talk him down just because he's having his friend meet me and it felt like a lot of extra work anyways. I really do think I should talk him down, but it's too late at this point, and I just wanna get this build finished because I'm excited to test everything out, make sure it works. I think it's gonna be a really nice looking build. So, all right, let's just get to driving. It's gonna take me a minute, but we'll get there. Oh, yeah, all right, it's him. Good, how are you doing?
Not too bad.
Sweet, so it's your friend's motherboard?
Yeah.
All right, if you wanna, I got a lot of 5s in there if you just wanna double check, but.
I don't think
Cool.
he cares as long as it's money. Yeah.
It is cash, yeah. Cool, all right, man, thank you very much. All right, time to fill her up. The crazy part is, I think all in, I have driven, I'm gonna say close to 200 miles for this video, which is pretty insane. Now, I didn't have to pay tax on any of these parts. I didn't have to pay for shipping. Technically, I didn't have to wait. I guess you could say, man, this did take me over 4 business days to complete this project though. So there's definitely been some drawbacks. There's certain parts that I would never really worry about buying on Facebook Marketplace unless they pop up organically as really good deals. None of this was organic. This was me kind of forcing a lot of it. I just want to do this as quick as possible, the best deals I can find. I did get some really good deals, like once in a lifetime deals. I also got some like extremely mid, like not even deals, like new MSRP pricing close to it. But the good news is I don't think I overpaid for anything. But anyways, I'm filling up here. I'm still about 40 miles away from the office. So I'm gonna drive back once I fill up. But I guess you could say that altogether in gas, probably spent about $40-ish in gas. So yeah, not the best deal. Drive a Prius if you're gonna do this. Looks pretty new. All right guys, after 4 days of deal hunting, I'm back in the office finally. This is the first time I've got to be in the office for this Facebook challenge, and I got all the parts here. I think I did pretty decent. So right now, my build is at $710. There's no tax or anything because I paid cash for all this stuff. And surprisingly, a lot of my parts are actually new, but a couple of them are used and untested. I actually haven't even opened really anything yet. So let's just go ahead and open everything and make sure it's actually here. I don't need to touch the cooler. I don't need to touch the CPU. They're both unopened. You guys saw that. They were straight from Amazon where people got extras. It happens. Now, motherboard. I haven't really, there's actually a funny clip that McAllister should put in there where I almost dropped it. I was trying to show Zach the motherboard box and I just barely opened it and then I dropped it. So hopefully it still works. Let's see, do we have all the accessories? All right, so we got SATA, we got that. The guy marked this one as open box. And of course, important, the Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi antenna is actually there. And the motherboard, it appears to be kind of open.
Did you check the pins at all?
Nope, I haven't even taken it out of the box. So we still have like some clear plastic peels on both parts here. This looks like it hasn't been touched, but oh yeah, pins are looking mighty fine. I do see like this one RAM slot's open, but I don't know. I don't really know the story. I don't know if maybe it was another one where he bought the stuff and then decided not to build. Maybe he got a nicer board. I mean, look, even the I/O cover's still there.
Yeah.
So yeah, motherboard's looking like it should work. There shouldn't be any issues. Graphics card, the dude handed to me in a box. That guy was interesting. This was the one I told Jonah and all of them about this. First time I've ever had someone change the price up on me after I got there. It's really crusty. Look in there. I don't know where this thing's been. There might be a whole Uncrustable living in this. It still has the anti-tamper sticker on it, which that's good. But I mean, yeah, look, do you see the screws even? Like,
Yeah, they're a little weathered.
I got that. It was more than he originally told me, but we picked it up. This guy was cool. This is the one guy that recognized me. I pulled up to his house, and he was like, wow, it's cool getting to meet a Toasty Bro in the area. And I was like, but anyways, really good deal on this one too. And it looks like, yeah, all the cables are here. I was saying it's kind of a unicorn to find a modular power supply where they actually still have the box and extra cables. Pretty sick. It looks like he was using almost all of them. And does it have ATX? It probably didn't have ATX 3.0 because this might be a little bit older. But the good news is all these power supplies you can buy the connector for. So no big deal. It was a really good deal though. In the case, I have not opened the case yet. This guy, like I said, was a little strange because he asked me about 7 times if I wanted to open the box. And I was like, is it new? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, did you ever use it? He was like, no. And he just kept being like, he was like, well, I'm going to go count the cat. Do you want to come in and open the box? I was like, what do I need to come in for? Jonah hasn't seen this yet. I told him the RAM, there's like some stuff in the box, dude, that make it look, yeah. Yeah, you know what I'm thinking.
You could call it bugging.
Little bug action or something. But I think it was supposed to be new. Let's actually look in here and let's see if the gold pins have been worn at all, because typically you can tell if RAM's been inserted. I mean, they look almost perfect. I don't see like a single bit of like wear on them. Typically, you know, where each pin slides in, you'll get. Yeah, I don't think it's been used. He said it sat in a closet for a long time, so he was like, sorry about it being dusty. And then this guy, here's an example. Look at the pins closely. You can tell it's been used because you see how there's a little bit of the gold scraped off. This right here is a WD Black SN850X. I was actually wrong. I thought I got a bad deal on it. I paid $65 for it. These actually go for like 90 because they're really fast. They're like almost 8,000 megabytes per second read-write speed. It comes with a big heatsink on it. And I believe this is technically used, but the guy sent like a crystal disc and it looked like it had really it said it had like 1 hour on it or something like that. So I guess it was barely used. I don't know if he maybe does like Amazon pallets or something. Now, that brings us to the case, which says Sarah's room on top of it. So this guy said that he's had this case for almost 3 years. And he ended up buying a pre-built.
Wait a second.
I just can't believe he bought, and he said he bought a pre-built from Best Buy. It's like he had never heard of PCBros.tech, our PC selling business. You know, I haven't really built in the H710 a lot, actually. Matt and I back in the day built a lot in like the H210 and the H510. The H710 just always felt kind of big and out of place.
Shout out H510. That was a legendary case.
Oh yeah, well the H710 is kind of like that, just larger.
Yeah.
And you know why I had to get this, Jonah. I need to fit a 360 ml liquid cooler.
That's true, and that's honestly one of the biggest downsides to the H510 back in the day was
it won't fit anything.
No, the top fan support was 120 mil fan.
Yeah.
So you had to fit you could only fit a 240 up front, and it didn't look great, but this is much larger than the H510.
It does look unused too. A little bit of a different design too than like the H510, and you can see our 3 fans up there. That's perfect. That's where I'm gonna put our 360 mil Kraken.
Put it up top?
Maybe I can. I thought it said it only supported 240 up top, but we could put it up top.
Yeah, that's 3, I think.
Yeah, and it's surprisingly it comes with 4 fans. So we'll actually be able to fully fill this build with fans. So, I mean, in all honesty, for this build kind of being like, I was almost just accepting anything I could find on Facebook. It's weirdly coordinated, which is pretty cool. I mean, we got a black and white themed color scheme that isn't like really weird. The only thing that I think is a little strange is the 6650 XT is paired with a lot of really high-end parts. But I think the only other card I found was like a 3070 or 2070, and that person didn't respond in time. So this is the one I got. But anyways, we've done a lot of talking, we've done a lot of shopping. At this point, I'm ready to put together this PC and see if it actually works or what we're gonna have to do to go back to the drawing board. All right, Jonah and I just finished putting together the all Facebook Marketplace PC, and we have not plugged it in yet. I wanted to get this on video live action. We got our mini monitor here, got a power cable. I'm gonna go ahead and plug it in, because I gotta say, this build looks really good. I just have no clue if it is going to work really good. Where's the power? Oh, it's back here. RGB, that's a good sign. Did we plug in this fan? I don't know. I guess I can figure that out in a minute.
Those spin, so
The
that's
top
good.
fans are spinning, which I think those are plugged into the radiator.
Yep, we are on a
Don't say DRAM.
DRAM light right now.
it.
Guys, Jackson's been on a streak recently
Yeah,
where
there's like a whole joke that I don't know how to put RAM in, because this has happened like 4 times recently, and I reset the RAM and then it works. But the
we
good
got
news is
fan headers on the bottom.
that, or I think oh yeah, I have an empty one right next to it
great.
actually. It's technically for one of the radiator fans, but that's okay.
It's okay.
Nobody will know. It's a 360 mil on a freaking Ryzen 5.
We might as well try the RAM reseat.
Okay, yeah, all right, I'm gonna turn it off. Everything's gonna be okay. Really pressing down on those. All right, it's probably gonna freaking work now. I'm starting to think I've like lost my ability to build a PC. There's also a chance too that it's just really taking a minute. I could always try resetting the CMOS battery too. But out of everything that could be bad, I'd rather it be that, honestly.
That's the easiest replacement.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, and it's the one part that like, you know, it's not hard to get. If it was like the graphics card or something, oh, I don't want to do more Facebook. I'm done with it.
Oh god.
You know, 16 gigs single channel's plenty, guys.
Yeah. Oh, it's DDR5. It runs it runs fine in
Dual
single
rank.
channel. Is the
Do you really have a bad stick? Oh, no, okay, it moved. Uh-oh.
oh, that's not good. I was hoping that it would not do that.
Yeah, because that typically is going to be motherboard, either the motherboard or a CPU problem. All right, let's try putting this one back in. And if that doesn't work, we can try to go like side by side, or we could try doing the other slots maybe, because there has been rare times where a slot's bad, which that wouldn't be ideal, because technically you need to use, you know, 1 and 3, or 2 and 4. Troubleshoot, please work.
Oh, let's go.
Wow.
Wow, okay.
See, this is why we tell you guys, always do the easy stuff first, even when you think, I mean, I don't know about you, Jonah, but I was like, this RAM or the board, something's bad.
I thought after the
What,
last
the
post,
5th time?
I thought the board was cooked. I
After
thought
the
that
5th
slot
time
was
of
done
trying.
for.
All right, well, we posted in. That was a little scary. We're still not out of the water. I mean, there's still a chance that the PC blue screen shuts down, whatever. Doesn't take GPU drivers, so we're still gonna get some stuff set up, but I'm assuming in a minute here you're gonna see me gaming, so let's go ahead and get into it. All right, we are playing Call of Duty Warzone on our Facebook Marketplace PC. So far, so good. We have not had any hiccups with setting anything up. All the updates installed properly. The graphics drivers installed just fine. So far, knock on some wood here, we're looking good. I have not seen anything that has me like super worried or anything. Let's go ahead and hit up control, guys. But we're running respectable settings. We're actually running full screen at 1080p on the basic preset with FSR 3 set to balanced. So basic preset, FSR balanced. Getting pretty good latency right now. We're getting, you know, 3 to 4 milliseconds. We're getting over 200 FPS. I'd say she's looking pretty competitive right now. Now I will say with FSR and at like 1080p on like a bigger, oh, this is a sniper, and a larger screen. I'm not gonna lie, guys, it's been a while since I played this. Don't judge. Just don't judge, okay? You know, yeah, it's not like the prettiest image. We could definitely, honestly, I would probably get a little bit lower FPS for like a better looking game, but this is definitely fine. What are you doing? But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this FPS. I might, I tell you what, if I live long enough, I'm gonna try to change settings around here. Man, my sniping is like not it right now. Die, foul demon. Dude, holy crap. These dudes are just, they're respawning like flies. They're everywhere. Woo! Oh my gosh, my teammate just saved my life. But yeah, guys, this PC, it turned out so good looking. Like, I'm still just shocked at how like coordinated we were able to make everything. Like I said, the one change is I wish I could have gotten a better GPU, but I don't know. This isn't too bad. Temp-wise, crap, I forgot to have the GPU temps up. Don't only forget, guys, I need to add those. Say it in the comment. No, I'm just kidding. Please don't say that in the comments. But CPU, it's an X CPU. Those run high. They can run upwards like 95C and still be stable. We're getting 72. So pretty good. And I have everything set to a quiet profile right now too, by the way. That's what I was kind of going for. I didn't want like the fans and the pump and everything to be super loud. Man, I have not had to leave this area yet. All right, I take back everything. I'm already on my comeback. I'm already on my comeback game. All right, my teammates seem like they got it down. I'm actually gonna turn off. Let's try to turn off sharpening, because I do feel as though we're losing a little bit of quality. All right, so upscaling is turned off now. Nope, this isn't right. Something is not right. Oh no, my teammates. What happened, guys? Oh, there we go. The graphics, the rendering quality was set low. All right, we're gonna go 100%. That's already looking, even in this death menu, this looks a lot better. Okay, once we respawn, we're trying out no upscaling. We're still in the basic preset 1080p. I just wanted the game to look better because honestly it felt kind of blurry. So let's see what's we land here. We're going back to our stomping grounds. This is, I'm a little bit happier with the looks of this, honestly. Oh no, my teammate. You know what's funny is we're really not getting much less FPS now that we turned off upscaling. So yeah, I would just run the basic preset. Oh, that kid, he's hitting me. He just tried to hit me to death and it almost worked. BoJack Horseman. Oh, I'm gonna die. Well guys, I'm pretty satisfied with Warzone. Honestly, a lot more FPS than I thought, especially with the 6650 XT, but hey, this PC is looking really good so far for 710 bucks. Good upgrade path, good looks, good airflow, good everything. I'm gonna add the GPU temp, we're gonna go to the next game. We got a new one for you guys. This is Peak. It's been out for a little bit now, but this is a really awesome indie title that ended up doing absolutely amazing, and I hope to see more fun games like it. But it's a pretty cool game, a lot of cool physics, and we're currently running 1920 by 1080p windowed full screen. We basically have an unlimited frame rate cap realistically, and we're running native, just like maxed out settings. It doesn't get any higher settings than this besides resolution. So the game looks as good as Peak can. I mean, it's not really meant to look good, but it doesn't look bad by any means. And there's a lot to render in this game. I mean, the fact that we're able to run like full render distance is pretty good actually for this hardware. Even though this game might not look like much, it's just like running Minecraft with like high render distance. Even though Minecraft like will run on anything, as soon as you crank that render distance up, it's really putting a lot of stress on your CPU and GPU and RAM loading stuff in. And as you guys can see, our RAM's absolutely chilling. Our CPU temp in this game is just absolutely nothing. Funny enough, it's actually using a lot of our 6650 XT, but it's only using 2.6 gigs of VRAM. So yeah, I mean, even though this card only has 8 gigs of VRAM, it's well suited for this card. It's not meant to be a high-end card. It was technically like entry level. You know, it's almost at the bottom of like 6000 series in terms of, you know, performance, but in terms of the price, really good. I mean, 125 bucks for a GPU that's more modern with 8 gigs of VRAM is still actually a really good deal. It's clearly not like a throwaway card. It's still a very capable card. And believe it or not, this card can handle some light 1440p. Like this game, you could totally run at 1440p, more like medium settings. So yeah, really cool game, by the way. You guys should check this out. It's very fun. I've beat it on many difficulties with friends. It's very fun, but nope, it doesn't look like I've beat it. It doesn't look like I know what I'm doing. But yeah, I got a couple more fun games, a couple more things to add in the rotation. Peak, other indie games, definitely a success. Temps are good, looks are good. I mean, I'm just gonna keep repeating that because I'm pretty proud of this PC. I didn't want you guys to think I was lying about 1440p, so we're now testing out Overwatch 2, the overhauled version, if you will. And we're currently running DX12, 1440p, and we got 100% render scale, no upscaling going on here, running the high overall graphics quality. 1440p though, no upscaling, and look, we're doing it. We're getting, it's a little over the place, but like, you know, 144 plus. So we're getting high refresh rate, you know, for that competitive experience. And this is with the, I mean, we're just on a $710 gaming PC. That is not bad at all, guys. We really cannot be complaining about this. You know, these are some good numbers for a pretty darn cheap price. Latency's looking pretty good too with most esports titles. You really ideally want to be like under 10 milliseconds pretty much most of the time, you know. Die. Oh goodness. Yeah, 200 plus FPS though. I mean, light work, honestly. But yeah, I do want to know down below. I always love doing these challenges and you guys tell me what type of deals you all have gotten. Oh, I get to be perks in this? But yeah, I always love knowing down below, you know, when I do these challenges, what kind of deals have you guys gotten? My favorite is that I know sometimes you guys, when we're not doing a challenge video, you're like, you guys overpaid for this build. I got my, you know, PC for free. Why didn't you guys get a free one? So this is the one time I want to hear the baller deals you guys got that are better than what I got, you know? Or worse. Ooh, crazy strat here. Not crazy. Crazy ult incoming, chat. Was that the crazy ult you guys were expecting? All right, quick little dub. So 1440p gaming, I told you all, this card can do it. They're just, you know, sometimes you're gonna have to be okay with maybe lowering some settings, maybe adding some upscaling. This does obviously support FSR. Play the game too. Let's go on to the next one. Ladies and gents, we are playing everyone's favorite classic esports, the most competitive one in the market, Fortnite. So right now, we're back down to 1920 by 1080. This is another title that this card could handle at 1440p. And I think you guys will think the settings I'm running are kind of interesting, especially because of the FPS we're getting. So let me show you guys those. Right now, we're currently running 1920 by 1080 full screen DX12, so the newest rendering type. And we're on custom quality because we have ray tracing essentially turned off, but we're running a medium preset. And as you can see, we are at 100% render scale, so no upscaling on the medium preset. Let me actually check. I didn't even pay attention to what the render distance was. I want the render distance to be, oh, it's medium. We're gonna go epic, which may really drop our FPS. No, not too bad. All right, so now we're running epic view distance, like medium settings, no upscaling. Oh my gosh, I'm getting shot. Come on, peek me, I'll jiggle on you. Dude, this gun's busted, my goodness. But yeah, this is Fortnite Blitz. If you don't know, it's a slightly smaller map than normal, but it is very hectic. There's a lot of people, and when you're on epic view distance, you basically render in the full map. So I don't feel too bad about running Blitz because I think it's pretty demanding still. And you know, we're using half of our RAM right now almost. We're at 14 gigs. We're still only using 3 gigs of VRAM. So once again, guys, I know it only has 8 gigs of VRAM, and some of you guys may be like, oh, it's a garbage card. There's so many games that don't even utilize all that VRAM, or even close to it, really. My gosh, that guy was a real gamer. Didn't like that. Yeah, guys, this is looking great. I mean, like I said, you can run 1440p, and I just can't get over this. I think this is gonna end up being a pretty good cent per point, probably like 6 or 7 cents, but it's a full tower. It's got a good upgrade path. Like, so even though it may only be like 6 or 7 cents, it's a good system for 6 or 7 cents. Ooh, this is a real gamer. I just got messed up. I got really messed up. I got 4th. I mean, honestly, I'll take 4th place. That's fine. I don't need to run it back. But 1080p, some 1440p, this PC seems to be able to do everything really well for 710 bucks. And hey, if you wanted to get into productivity and creation, it would be great for that too. We're gonna run 3D Mark Time Spy, and then we're just gonna kind of talk about the overall value proposition, the things that I probably would buy again on Facebook Marketplace, and the things that I would try to avoid. Well, guys, that was a journey. So all in all, we drove a lot for these Facebook Marketplace parts. I really didn't end up getting any like crazy bundle deals where I was able to get like 5 parts at once. I had to buy almost every single part individually from a different person on a different day. So altogether, I spent 4 total days picking up these 8 parts, and I got some really good deals along the way. I probably drove close to 200 miles. So, you know, depending on what kind of car you're driving, if you do the math, I probably spent somewhere between like $30 and $40 in gas. So you could add that onto the price if you wanted to, but $710 total in cash to buy all these parts. And of course, that first day was looking really good. I mean, the fact that I got the CPU and the cooler both brand new for such a good deal. I mean, I basically got half off brand new MSRP pricing. That was awesome. The GPU was one of the first plot twists I've ever had where someone changed the price of me when I got there, but hey, it happens. I still got a pretty good deal on it all in. And everything else, besides like the power supply, was a really good deal. That guy actually showed up in our stream this morning, funny enough, so he recognized me. But everything else was kind of like, I'd say, you know, mid deals, decent. I definitely don't feel like I got scammed out of anything. And there's some high-end parts in here. I mean, like I said, I feel really good about the whole build, minus I wish the GPU I'd gotten something a little more newer and powerful, but it's what I could find. That's how it is on the Wild West that is the Facebook Marketplace. So our 3D Time Spy score was 9,696, which ends up being 7 cents per point. That's pretty good for a kind of mid-range gaming PC with a good upgrade path. And of course, we could have had even better price to performance if we had like a micro ATX board, if we had a micro ATX case, we went with like a stock cooler, but we got some pretty good aesthetics on here, guys. I mean, like I said, easily this build, if we bought all these parts new or like higher eBay pricing, this probably would have been closer to $1,000 plus build. But anyways, I would love to know down below what you guys think of this Facebook Marketplace PC challenge. Let me know if you enjoyed it, and let me know what type of deals you guys have gotten as well. But hey, make sure you check out our other 2 YouTube channels and also our twitch.tv/ToastyBros, and do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace out. Now, hey, if you don't want to have to drive 200 miles and deal with all those Facebook Marketplace deals that I had to deal with, make sure you go check out PCBros.tech for some deals. There's a lot of deals that we're talking about here today, guys. But use code ToastyBros on checkout, you'll save 3%, and we got some really awesome stuff. This PC will actually be for sale there with a warranty, and it's been tested, so you guys know it has the ToastyBros seal of approval. See you guys later. Bye-bye.